Today on Thoughts on Education, we have with us Dr. Anil Kumar. Dr. Anil Kumar is the principal of SSMRV College in Bangalore. To talk about Dr. Anil Kumar, he has over 37 years of experience in academics now. He has completed his Masters in Commerce, MPhil and PhD from Bangalore University. He has more than 20 years of research experience and he has written over 15 books in the area of financial accounting, commerce, and management. Sir is also the council member of the Bangalore University and the member of Tourism Committee of the FKCCI. Sir has been the chairman of Board of Studies and the Board of Examination of Bangalore University and other such universities. In regards to his experience, he has been awarded the dedicated service as a teacher conferred by His Excellency Dr. Hansraj Bhardwaj, the Governor of Karnataka, organized by Rotary Bangalore South and Karnataka Civil Defence Corps. Sir has also been awarded the Dr. Abdul Kalam Gold Medal for his contribution to education and research, awarded by the Global Economic Progress and Research Association, New Delhi. Sir has also been awarded for achieving excellence in education from the RSS Trust. And Sir's experience started way back in almost 37 years now, and Sir started his career from NMKRV College as a professor and HOD, served that college for almost 30 years, and from 2014 he has been serving as the principal of SSMRV College. So we are really honored and proud to have today Dr. Anil Kumar on our panel. A very warm welcome to you, sir.
Thank you so much, Tejas.
Sir, talking about your career, it has been spanning over almost 38 years now, and you worked as a professor and then as a HOD and now as a principal. So these are some positions that demand a quite amount of leadership, right? So what has been your leadership style that you have been generally following throughout your academic career?
When you talk about leadership, I think leadership is a very tough job actually, and it requires a lot of vision for the institution and a lot of coordination with the different stakeholders and to achieve the success in the field. So in this process, I have really gotten a lot of opportunities from a faculty to coordinator, HOD to the principal to take this particular institution to a greater heights actually. Today, SSMRV College is one among the top 5 colleges in India. So that has happened not just in one day. It is because of the kind of vision we have for the institution to achieve the success.
Back in 2014, when you joined as a principal, what was the vision that you saw for SSMRV? And how far along would you say that you are at this point in time?
Yeah, the vision of SSMRV is actually is education for wholeness. That is, we have taken the holistic development of the students as the vision, and secondly, to achieve at least 1 in 10 rank among 1 in 10 in India. That was the vision at that time in 2014 actually. For this purpose, we have strategized. We have used a lot of strategies actually. In that, one of the most important strategy which we have used over a period of time is development of a unique model in our institution. Okay. That is called 360-degree education for wholeness model, which I have developed in 2014, taking the holistic development as the focus, students as a focus, student-centric approach has been introduced in the institution. And in this process, the importance was given not just for the academics, which of course is very important, but importance for skill enhancement, importance for the career development, because today it is very important, because employability, skills, personality development is very important. So employability, skills, then the extracurricular activities or co-curricular activities, which is mainly responsible for the holistic development. I personally believe, being a sports person and an NCC, being in NCC, I know the importance of these kind of activities in the institution. Plus, the ethics and governance, which is very important today in instilling the culture and value systems in the students. These are the various dimensions which we have been following it, and we have included in this model, which is called as 360-degree education for wholeness model, which has 5 dimensions: academics, skill, extracurricular activities, career development, and ethics and governance. So I have worked on this very seriously, and it has been implemented in our institution over a period of time. And today, because of that, we have achieved the target. That is, we had a vision of becoming one among the 10, but today we are one among the 5 in India as per India Today ranking. And also, we have been accredited by NAAC with A grade.
Okay.
And of course, our placement records, if you see, we have 96% placements in our institution, in very reputed institutions, reputed companies. So these are some of the outcomes we can say from this kind of models which we have developed in our institution. Today, the environment has changed. That means students have changed. That is change in their aptitude, attitude, etc. There is change in the technology because we need to adapt ourselves to the technology. So, and also we have to teach them the work culture at the workspace. These are all, I think, a lot of environmental changes we can see in our society today. To cope with these kind of changes in environment, I feel it is necessary to change ourselves from becoming, giving importance not only for students, even IQ power faculty. So nowadays, it is not just student-centric, it is student-centric plus faculty-centric, because faculty must cope up with the kind of demand, kind of challenge they are getting from the present environment. So that kind of initiative, for that, we need to have different kinds of initiatives in the institution. And we have, of course, many such initiatives.
Sure, sir. And sir, when you talk about strategies, one of your strategy being, this 360-degree development of students. So what do you think are, some of the strategies that you follow for the administration of the college or the marketing of the college? Because, administration itself is a, big part and very important part, to run such a big institution. So how do you strategize and go about these things?
See, administration means it starts from admissions, then administering the faculty, and of course the other administrative work with the other stakeholders. The major challenge today is the admission. For admission purposes, I think first thing I believe is internal quality. That is, we need to enhance the teaching learning quality in the institution, and you have to adopt the emerging technologies. That's the reason we have been introducing some of the important courses in our institution that is called add-on courses, we can say, and skill enhancement courses in our institution, and also give importance for various programs like seminars, conferences, workshops, etc. in our institution, and connect with the stakeholders. That is the key. Connect with students, parents, alumni, everybody. That is very, very important in administration. So you need to be good. You need to connect with all the stakeholders, including corporate, including the knowledge partners, etc. So that is the key for an administrator actually, and that will really help us in marketing. It is not just marketing which will give us an admission. It is always the kind of services you are providing, kind of the connect you have with all stakeholders is very, very important here. At the same time, secondly, the quality enhancement of faculty. The faculty developments, regular faculty developments, having very good faculty is a key point in any institution for that matter. So we have a lot of initiatives for faculty to develop themselves, doing project, research work, etc., and conducting a lot of programs for the students and others. So both faculty and students' initiatives are very, very important to enhance the internal quality of the institution. That is very important. Once you have that internal quality, then it is easy to market ourselves, because without that it's impossible. So marketing is just a means actually to showcase our good work, actually what we have been doing in our institutions. So that can be through social media. Nowadays it is done in many ways. Of course, apart from word of mouth, in this industry, word of mouth play a very important role actually. But in the present context, social media has a tremendous impact on admission.
Yeah, sure, sir. And sir, when you when you talked about some seminars that you conduct and for few add-ons that is always there for students. So is this all included in the curriculum, and how do you say that this curriculum that you're offering at SSMRV is the best practice in the industry?
Yes. Today I can proudly say that ours is a very unique model for curriculum development. In India, I can say with my experience, because in our institution, even though it is affiliated to university, Bangalore City University, we have been offering various programs considering the requirement of the industry to fill in the gap between academia and industry. In this regard, in addition to the regular curriculum, we have introduced the emerging technologies as mandatory mandatory diploma courses for students. For example, for BCom students, we have given 2 mandatory advanced diploma programs in analytics and data and also in digital marketing. This runs for 3 years for about 240 hours. And this is mandatory for the students, and they will have the assessments in every semester actually. In that about 3 certificates also they will be getting. That is, in the first year, at the end of this first year, they'll get certificate. At the end of second year, they'll get diploma certificate. And at the end of third year, they'll get advanced diploma certificate. So this is embedded in the curriculum itself. So in addition to the theory knowledge, they will learn practically the emerging technologies, which will definitely help them in getting ready for the industry. That is one thing we have been doing it. Similarly, for depending on the course, In BBA, we have AI in marketing, that is, then and also analytics in business analytics in the BBA course. And in BCA course, we have advanced machine learning course in our institution. So AI and machine learning is introduced. See, this becomes a part of it, mandatory. Every student must take up any of these courses, and they have to be there for 3 years. And it is, and one more thing we have introduced in this is end of at the end of semester, at each semester, we have been we are planning to introduce the internship part. That is the important thing here. Whatever the skill they get in that 6 months of that particular course, they have to do an internship in any organization. So they get hands-on experience also. And in this process, for 3 years, they'll be doing around 4 to 5 internship. So they will learn the culture, the corporate culture. They will also learn the skills in that particular area. So this is a unique model which we have introduced in SSMRV College from this year onwards.
Sure, sir. And so when you talk about the programs like AI and ML that you have introduced, as well as analytics, right? So are there any new programs that you are developing currently, or that is something already in the plans to be rolled out to the students that will further help them enhance their skills, or further help them update themselves on the knowledge?
Yes, we have one more very important course in our institution called as Enterprise Technology and Data Center Architecture Program. This is been given to BCA students. It's optional, but it is given to BCA students, and it is done in association with Upstream Technologies Hong Kong. They have actually developed one lab called as the Data Center Lab, and we are providing for BBA students. This year onwards, we are introducing the postgraduate program in data center architecture in association with Upstream Technologies. So that is an added advantage for our students. Or anybody can do it. When BCA students can join for the PG diploma course in data center architecture. Even engineering students, corporates, and MCA students can also do this. This is a new initiative from this academic year.
Sure,
and we have plans.
So, So, that's more or less about the college. So I want to understand from you and your point of view on, what do you think should be the priority for SSMRV, especially since you are heading this institution as a principal, right? So what should be the priority for this college, let's say over the next 10 years of time?
Next 10 years, of course, there is one is introducing more number of programs, new programs, and we are planning to planning to go for the College for Potential for Excellence, and also RV is now has become a private university. Okay. So we would like to be part of the RV University. Over a period of 5 years. I think by next 5 years, we will be under the RV University, and achieve as much to provide these unique facilities to as many students as possible to enhance number of admissions in our institutions. So these are the priorities, you can say, for our institution, and develop as many students as possible who can be successful in their life. Present day, I think Atmanirbhar is the most important thing. Actually, it is not just Bharat. Atmanirbhar by himself, you should become self-reliant, so that he can be successful either as an employee or as an entrepreneur. For that, we have been providing them a lot of platforms. So our aim is to provide as many opportunities, as many options in our institution to engage themselves in various activities of their interest and help them to be successful in their life. See, that is the main interest in our institution.
Sure, sir. So my last two questions to you. First would be, what are the challenges that you see for higher education at this point in time and this age, and what are some challenges that you feel that are there in SSMRV as well?
When you talk challenges, present challenges, COVID situation you're talking about?
No. Yes. So generally, I am talking about what are the challenges you feel in the higher education that is there. Let's say for the past 4-5 years, what are some challenges that you're seeing in the higher education? With respect to students, teachers, or anything. It could be anything. The course, university curriculum. It could be anything.
See, challenges as far as the thing is the quality of education. First thing has to be enhanced because there is a huge competition among the institutions, because nowadays you find different kind of universities. Earlier only public universities were there. Now there are private universities deemed to be universities, and many institutions are private universities are doing extremely well. That is one challenge we have. I think we need to go to the next level. I think all other institutions must think of enhancing their quality of education. Secondly, enhancing the quality of curriculum. That is very important today. We have been using a very old system of developing curriculum in our country. I think we need to think about the blended form of curriculum with both academics and skill enhancement programs. So that should be because and also fulfill the requirements of the industry. That kind of a curriculum development is a real challenge, and it's a need of the hour. And of course, the next is the faculty. I think we need to equip ourselves with the faculty. The quality of faculty is very, very important, and it is now presently I am seeing in most of the places it is only youngsters are there. They can adapt themselves to the new situation, and we need to. It's our responsibility to provide them proper opportunities and equip them to provide a good education system in the country. That is as far as the faculty is concerned.
Sir, thank you so much. And lastly, I would want your advice to the students who are just starting out their career and they are maybe looking for admissions in various colleges at a UG and PG level. So what would be your advice to them, sir?
Advice is just get into the college where you will get holistic development. That is very important. Just having good percentage of marks in academics will not help actually. Please look for an institution where the holistic education, holistic development is given importance for you, and provide all kinds of facilities and skill enhancements to the students. That is very important for the students. And of course, in the present context, I think blended learning. I think we have introduced in our institution use of both online and offline is a new you can say system of learning today. So blended learning, have patience, learn through online and offline later. And I think in our college we have been using the hybrid system and the blended system of education in our institution, so that you should not be deprived of learning actually. So I think those kind of colleges, I think, should be selected for any kind of course, be it BCom, BBA, BCA, or BSc, or any undergraduate program for that matter.
Sure. Thank you so much, sir. I think that was pretty much it from my end. Pretty sure that this interview will reach out to a lot of students, and they will understand more about SSMRV College. And thank you so much once again, sir, for taking out your precious time and sharing so much information about the college and about you and your thoughts on education. So thanks a lot once again, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Tejas. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much.